Meanwhile, let me pass on the good word about the new
Wonky Times.
richer, fuller.
Wonky Times.
They'll say it's incredible.
Wonky Times.
Well,
Wonky Times.
Hey, Brian, what would you do if you found a snake alive and well just hanging out in your toilet?
I suppose it wouldn't bother me much. I have no need for a toilet. I rarely pay visits to that specific room in our home.
Sure, okay, but what if you saw the snake just hanging out where you'd least expect to see it, you know? Where you'd least expect to see it.
Are you okay? Have you sprung a leak?
No, that's my impression of a snake. Anyways, in Tucson, Arizona, someone found a snake inside their toilet.
No way.
Seriously, this was a very dark, black, and cranky snake. I say we call it a sewer snake from now on, or maybe even like a toilet snake. That would make sense.
Or what if we call it a trouser snake?
No, I think that's something else, Brian.
Well, I only thought of it because you have to pull down or take off your trousers before using the toilet.
You're onto something there. I don't think many people say trousers anymore, though. But if you're interested, we have a video of that same snake on our Instagram account. It's crazy. Follow us. Go check it out. At Wonky Times. Oh, hey, welcome to the show. It's another When Animals Attack.
No, that's not it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's another When Animals Fight Back episode. Woo! Hey, that's a pretty cool new intro theme song. It's pretty neat. What do you think, Brian?
That song is so good. It's so good it's melting my hardware.
There's a link to it in our bio. You can listen to the full song if you want to hear it. But anyways, let's talk about wrestlers wrestling a bear. But seriously, yeah, it's a pretty heartwarming story of friendship and bravery. This happened last year, but I want to talk about it because it's just a cool story. It'll make you want to hug your friends next time you see them.
Perhaps it could be a bear hug.
Yeah, even a couple of wrestlers at Northwest College in Cody, Wyoming, wherever the heck that is, went into the Shoshone National Forest last year in 2022. They were looking for dropped antlers. Dropped antlers is what it's called.
Do the deer not know they have dropped their antlers?
It's just something deer do, Brian. It's kind of like when I lose my car keys. But, you know, here's the best part, Brian. They found a grizzly bear instead.
Let's get ready to rumble!
That song is getting me amped, Brian. Woo!
Woo.
All right, so according to one of the wrestlers, the grizzly charged them, coming out of the trees and knocking one of them to the ground. Then it bit him, breaking his left arm in the process. Jeesh. That's when another wrestler jumped in to help, grabbing the bear's ear and trying to pull the animal off of his friend.
This sounds like quite the battle. Way more intense than a bear hug.
Just for us to walk out of there alive, all four of us, it's a miracle. It really is. I just knew I had to protect my head and just kind of fight for life, you know, it's life or death. The bear came running out of the trees. I didn't even see it until it was right in front of me, but I heard the crashing and the only thing I could yell was, "Bear, bear!" And I yelled bear, and the bear tackled me first.
It knocked me onto the ground and then with its head pushed me on the ground all the way up against the trees and then kind of pinned me up there, and it was attacking me for a second. I was putting my hands in its mouth and stuff so it wouldn't be chewing on my neck and everything.
Crazy, right? But then, you know, they thought the bear was gone. They thought they were out of the woods, so to speak. But the bear was ready for round two.
I called out to Brady. I was like, "Brady, you all right? Where you at, Brady?" And then I didn't hear nothing from Brady, but I heard the bear kind of grunting behind me, and I heard it walking. And then I saw it again, and it came and it attacked me again.
Then his other wrestling friends managed to get away and call 911.
I spoke with the lady on the phone, the dispatch lady, and we kind of coordinated a plan to get the Flight for Life there. I remember telling her, "That's our brother up there."
And, you know, one of those kids had 60 staples in his head. That's crazy. And the good thing about it is that they all came out alive. Everyone's good. And the coach, you know, he wasn't surprised. He knows these kids can kick some serious butt. He's a proud coach of some butt kickers.
You know, growing up in a wrestling world, it's just the kind of brotherhood that there is.
We'll fight for each other.
And the 2 against 1 seemed to, you know,
tipped the scales to their advantage, and he was very lucky to chase the bear off that night.
I'm happy that everyone's here and everyone's all right.
So yeah, these guys pretty much wrestled the grizzly bear right out of there. It's a happy ending, sort of, minus all of the staples in the head, but you know, that grizzly bear was shown a thing or two by those wrestlers.
Did you know that over the years, brown bears and polar bears have been wandering into each other's territory more often?
No, I don't normally follow bears that closely. Unless I'm watching Paddington.
It's particularly happening with the polar bears because they are hunting for seals in the area. These bears are now cross-mating. They are falling in love. There is now an increased occurrence of hybrid bears that are commonly called growler or pizzly bears.
Oh, well, isn't that cute? Growler bears and pizzly bears. Pretty cool. But hey, Brian, I think this episode's over.
Good idea.
I want to share a quick voicemail from someone. They claim to know Gene, who was on our last episode, episode 17. So go listen to it. But in the meantime, here's their voicemail.
Ese mi Mateo. My name is Ernesto. I'm one of Gene's friends from Chihuahua, Mexico. Tu show está chingón, güey, ¿eh? Pero regardless, yo nomás quería decirle, do you believe in the chupacabras? Pregúntale a ese Gene. Ese güey sabe. Pero aquí estamos, mira, desde Chihuahua damos muchos saludos. Aquí estamos, güey. Pase buen día.
I need to learn Spanish and get back to Ernesto.
Yes, you should.
It sounds like he's got a chupacabra problem over there.
I happen to know 45 other languages. Not Spanish, though.
Thanks for nothing, man. But okay, so whoever's listening, leave us a voicemail, because just like that, we'll play it on the show. That phone number is 520-477-1942. We're not going to answer it, but leave us a voicemail and we'll likely play it on the next episode.
Plus, if you have seen anything strange, we would love to hear about it. Email us at getwonky@wonkytimes.com for a chance to be featured in an upcoming episode of the Wonky Times podcast.
Well, that's it. Thanks for getting wonky with us, everybody. It's time for Matt and
RoboBrian
to get the heck out of here.
When Polly came into my life, I had no idea how much I needed the level of companionship that a dog provides. She lights up my life. And now, thanks to Matt Sterner and Wonky Pet Portraits, I have this incredible painting of her that celebrates the fun, cool, confident gal that she is. Everyone should have a chance to see their pet through Matt's eyes.
So what are you waiting for? Head over to wonkypetportraits.com to turn your pet companion into a real work of art.